guess what? Been shopping again. I don't know. Don't normally go shopping twice in a week. But yeah, I have. I went out with my friend for lunch and stopped at a shopping centre I don't usually go to and picked up quite a few things. So I'm going to show you what I got from Poundland first. Okay, so I got some tissue paper. This was in their Easter range, just because I wanted some different colours rather than, you know, just one block of colour. I thought it'd be nice to have some bright colours. My youngest lad, wanted a selfie stick for doing his YouTube videos, so I've picked that up for him. You will have probably seen in another video that I am doing a box for a friend of mine in India, and so I've been picking up sort of English things, London, Oxford things, because that's kind of on between London and Oxford, to send to her children, and so I've picked up a little bus to go with it. So that was £1 in Poundland. Normally those are quite pricey, the die cast things, so I was impressed with that. I got this just because I had to have it. The Poundland truck. So I've got one little boy that comes to play on a Wednesday and he loves trucks, so he's going to really like this one. And I got 4 of these. £1 each. I don't know if you've tried these before. If you haven't, I recommend them. Quite often they have them in Primark as well by the counter. They are not too unhealthy. You know, they're just coconut chips with dark chocolate on them. Slightly roasted as well. They're really tasty. I think they have like a bit of a Dime Bar flavour to them. I don't know why. They shouldn't, but that's what they remind me of. They've got that crunch as well. A couple of boring bits. Washing up sponges, Viacow, which was £2, but £2 is still cheaper than you'd get it in the supermarket. Cotton buds, £1. Oh, we ran out of these, and these make great snacks with a piece of fruit and a glass of water or a glass of milk for my childminding children that I look after. And can't forget my birds, a couple of suet sticks, or whatever they're called. What are they? Suet pellets. And then I have been looking at these, well, since before Christmas, and decided that I was going to probably do this tonight. I was going to get one and give it a go. So I'm going to have a bit of a pampery foot evening thing. Okay, so that was all the stuff from Poundland. And then I went to B&M and found this for £4.99. And let's show you the other side. It is a grow your own vegetable garden. So it comes with all the seeds, the soil, it comes with little charts, tape measures, and you can see the plants growing, you can measure them, you can see the roots. So this is great for childminding. It will be great to teach children how plants grow, about the roots, you know, because obviously they're used to just seeing what we see on top. They don't see this stuff underneath. So that'd be a really good educational tool for them. We usually do the beans in a jar, but I've got a bit bored of doing beans in a jar. So that gives us something different to try. So I'm looking forward to that. I also got this. So sorry, that was £4. What did I say that was? £4.99. Razor, which I think was £4.99, just because I needed new blades. They didn't have any blades, so I just thought, well, I could probably do with a new razor because the other one's quite old. Superhero foam stickers. So these looked quite cute. £2.49. They've got the boom, pow, kapow, all that kind of stuff on there. And they've got some, I can't see them all, but they've got sort of, that looks like a city outline. and different superheroes. I am being sent a tough tray liner sort of picture. I don't know what they're called, tough tray mats, and some wooden superheroes from one of the nursery education suppliers, educational resource suppliers, that they want me to review. So I thought, well, if I'm having that and I'm having those two things, then we could do some sticker pictures with superheroes. We can get out some superhero books, we can get out our capes and our masks, and we can make superhero masks, and we could just have maybe a bit of a superhero theme in a couple of weeks, probably after the Easter holidays. So I got that in preparation, and then I went to the charity shop. I can't remember which one this was from actually, and picked up this book. Sounds quite nice. It says, when Ida McClade realises she is slowly turning into glass, she returns to the strange enchanted island where she believes the glass first took hold, in search of the one man who might just be able to cure her. But when she meets young Midas Crook, another transformation begins, as Midas helps Ida come to terms with her affliction. They start to fall in love. What they need most is time, and time is fast slipping away. Will they find a way to halt the speed of the glass? It says it is an enthralling and eerie fairy tale, a first novel of remarkable and original imagination for all those who fell in love with the time traveller's wife. So I assume it's written by the same person, Ali Shaw. And then this one is called The Lavender Witch by Elizabeth Andrews, author of Fairies Folklore of the British Isles. And this one is, The Lavender Witch is a chilling ghost story based on the strange but true events surrounding the death of Hannah Beamish, accused of being a witch by a wealthy farmer in the small remote village where she lived in the early 1800s. 170 years later, these strange events, only now remembered by a few, come to light when Kitty and Gordon move back to their Devon village where they were born. They buy an old orchard from a neighbouring farm and build a small house. All is fine until they move in. Over the course of their first week in the house, chilling apparitions appear and events spiral out of control, bringing the past and present together until the shocking truth emerges as to what really happened to Hannah. Yeah, I thought for £1 each I would give both of those a try. They sounded quite compelling. I'm looking forward to those. And last of all, I popped into, it's not very often I buy clothes, but I went into Matalan and just picked up this lightweight jumper. It's a very sort of thin jumper, sort of long sleeve top, because I've got this one and I've got hoodies, and sometimes I want something a bit long sleeve because I live in vest tops. I want something a bit long sleeves, but I don't want anything like really heavy, and I don't like anything that's like right up here. So this was really nice, light and flowy. The annoying thing is they have, size-wise, they have 12 to 14 or 16 to 18. And I'm somewhere between a 12 and a 14, usually. Usually I will go for the, if I want something slightly baggy, I'll go for a 14 to 16. But they only had the 16 to 18. So it's slightly baggier than I wanted, but the next size down was slightly tighter than I wanted. Actually, it wasn't tighter, the sleeves were not as long. When I did that, they kind of came up here. So if it hadn't been for the sleeves, it would have been fine. So yeah, I prefer the 14 to 16 sort of size range. But never mind, it fits. It was only £10, and it's really snuggly and soft. So that's everything. And that will probably be the last batch of shopping I do now for a few weeks, because I've spent quite enough, to be honest. Spent more than enough on shopping, and I don't need any more stuff, and I've got so many books to read. So yeah, and then I'm hoping that Poundland will have some sort of British type things for St George's Day. sort of some English, trying to think, like the English flag, I don't know, something, St Georgie maybe, sometimes they do. It's not usually very exciting stuff. We're a bit rubbish really, aren't we, when it comes to celebrating our patron saint. We're not very good. You know, St Patrick's Day, they have loads of decorations and stuff, and you can even get loads of Welsh stuff for St David's Day, and then we're just a bit, no, we don't really do anything for it, do we? That should change, really. So yeah, should be my one woman mission, making sure that we have lots of English flags and English stuff. The only time you really get it is for football, isn't it? For the World Cup, which is probably where I've got my stuff in the past. But it'd be really nice if Poundland or one of the other shops stocked something. What I did see, and I didn't take any pictures of, was a display of American stuff. And I'm not quite sure why. It was a load of American photo booth selfie stick things. There was ties, there was all sorts of things. So I'm not sure what's coming up that needs this big American thing going on. There was banners and all sorts. And then the bit that I did think was quite funny, which I will insert a picture here for you, was this foam brick. It was a foam brick that said, I will make America great again, or we will make America great again. You know, a nice Mickey take of Trump with his wall. So I took a picture actually to show my eldest son, because he's always making jokes about Donald Trump's wall. So yes, so he'll like that. So yes, I'm done. That was my haul. I have no idea how much I spent. Probably don't want to know. But it was all at very good prices. And only a few things were more than £1. So I've done very well. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.